Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the channel with my fifth video of the night here. We're going to talk about Kennesaw State and Jacksonville State. The fifth of my 7 videos today, my third of 4 conference recaps. I'll be here with UNLV and Boise State to end the night, along with some news. But let's talk about this game here, man. What a game that was in the fourth quarter. First 3 quarters were kind of boring, I thought, of this ball game. I believe it was, at one point 10-0 through 3 quarters, and then kind of a controversial call, I thought. I don't know if it was a touchdown or not. They ruled on the field it wasn't. I couldn't tell, so I guess the right call there. But anyways, the ball was at the 1-yard line, so it was a tough spot, and then Jacksonville State tries to run it. They get stuffed for a safety. But this is kind of the turning point, I thought. 12-0. That got the momentum on Jacksonville State's side was that fumble on the free kick after the safety. You have to kick it after the safety. And then the ball goes up in the air after a big hit. Ball goes up in the air. Jacksonville State recovers it, gets good field position. They end up capitalizing off that with a touchdown to start the fourth quarter. Then Kennesaw State goes 3 and out. And then a huge possession by Jacksonville State to take the lead. I believe it was, what was it? 4. I believe they went for 2, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I had to look at the play-by-play. Yeah, they did go for 2. I had to look at it just to make sure. But yeah, they got a 19-yard touchdown run by Caden Creel that took the lead after Cam Cook had a 1-yard touchdown run. So it was 15-12 right there. So it was 12-0 in the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden you blink and it's 15-12 Jacksonville State. And it wasn't looking good. I mean, Kennesaw State really controlled this whole game, and that's the first time they trailed in this game was that fourth quarter with about 4 minutes and 4 seconds left. But all credit to Kennesaw State, that final drive. They had like a 3rd and 27 or something. They gained 26 yards to make it a 4th and manageable. They pick up 4th and 1, then a 4th and 14. They were only a few yards from field goal range. I'm like, you got to kick it here. And then they send the offense out. I'm like, why are you going for it here? I was kind of confused, but then I kind of noticed what the announcers were saying. Amari Odom, he kind of been rolling right most of the game. This whole game, he rolled right. But then he rolled left. A bunch of clear space. A defender tried to attack, trip him up, didn't work, and then he got hit out of bounds. What an effort right there by Kennesaw State. The Kennesaw State quarterback, Amari Odom, just to go and get the first down, running on 4th and 14. So from 2-10 last year, 2-10 last year to conference champs. Kennesaw State is your conference USA champions. From 2-10, what a turnaround from last year's Kennesaw State team to this year. Just phenomenal. I believe what is this? Their second year of FBS, and they're conference champions. Such an impressive turnaround by this team. Just speechless. What an amazing fourth quarter. First 3 quarters I thought were kind of boring, but the the fourth quarter, unreal. But on 4th and 14, they send the blitz. A nice little block, I thought, by the running back, and Amari Odom turns on the Jets, gets past the first down line, gets hit out of bounds. This has to be already one of the greatest plays in Kennesaw State football history. Burned that entire defense. And then Amari Odom throws it to, making sure I got it right here, he threw it to Neville Dean for the lead. Well, I bet Kennesaw State fans' heart was racing in that stadium. So, just phenomenal. Phenomenal last drive. They had a 3rd and 26, 4th and 14. They made both the big plays to win this game. Because I felt like they were doing everything they could to lose. You know, they had that fumble, led to points. They go 3 and out. Jacksonville State drives, gets a touchdown. But, amazing job by this team. Went from being the worst team to the 2025 USA champs in 2 years, and you can't take that accomplishment away from Kennesaw State. They fired Brian Bohannon. He was fired last season, but clearly the AD saw something in Jerry Mack, and the rest was history. And just look how fast they go kick some ass in your bowl game, Kennesaw State. Well deserved. I mean, I was hyped watching that fourth quarter. I'm not a fan of either of these teams. It's just hyped watching that fourth quarter. Yeah, let's go to the stats here. It's just Jacksonville State. They got the lead, man. They were down 12-0. And but Kennesaw State also lost this team in the regular season, so they got some revenge in their conference championship. But it didn't come out without drama in that fourth quarter. But they got their revenge on Jacksonville State, because Jacksonville State beat this team in the regular season. Yeah, this was a fun game, though, for sure, man. Especially that fourth quarter. Let's talk about the stats here. Amari Odom, 26 of 32, 246, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Had, I think, 15 runs for -3 yards. I believe most of that was sack yardage, but he had the biggest run of the ball game on that 4th and 14. That's just phenomenal to even get out of the pocket and get to his left, where there were no defenders, to where he would have a chance to get that first down. There was one there that could have tripped him up, but just used the speed, man. What a game from Amari Odom, especially that last drive. Throws the game-winning touchdown, has the game-saving run, the game-winning touchdown. Coleman Bennett had 17 runs, 82 yards, 1 touchdown, 4.8 a carry. He ran the ball really well. Did Coleman Bennett. Christian Moss had 5 catches, 75 yards. Davis Bryson, 4 catches, 42 yards. Coleman Bennett, 7 catches, 42 yards. Benyard, 1 catch, 21 yards. Kopic, 3 catches, 21 yards. Dean, 2 catches, 19 yards, had the touchdown reception. Belcher, 2 catches, 12 yards. And Bullock Jr., 1 catch, 11 yards. And this game, they did have some fumbles. Like Davis Bryson had a fumble. Amari Odom had a fumble. So they did fumble, I think, 2 or 3 times. 2 times. And they lost that one. I believe it was the free kick. But their defense played well through the first 3 quarters. I believe they kind of just got tired in the fourth quarter, and kind of didn't. The field position kind of didn't help them either, especially that first time where the ball was pretty much at midfield. But all that really doesn't matter in the end when you end up winning this ball game. And in this season before the bowl game, 10-3, conference champions. Great job, Kennesaw State. 10-3, what a season after 2 wins last year. But for Jacksonville State, what a heartbreaker. Weren't doing anything through 3 quarters, but they forced that fumble on the free kick. They get momentum after that touchdown, and then the 3 and out. And then they get a touchdown of their own and the 2-pointer to take a 3-point lead, but their defense just couldn't get those stops. 3rd and 26, 4th and 14. Those are just key downs. You got to get a stop, and they couldn't do it. But also credit to Amari Odom as well for making those plays. But Jacksonville State's got to make those plays. They started running the ball They actually ran the ball really effectively. Caden Creel, 18 runs, 112 yards, 1 touchdown, 6 a carry. Cam Cook, 19 runs, 78 yards, 1 touchdown, 4.1 a carry. I forgot they had Gavin Wimsatt, Kentucky legend from last year. But they ran the ball much better, though, in the second half. For sure. Creel, though, didn't throw the ball well. 12 of 21, 96 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. But this is really a running team. And they had 210 yards, averaged 5 a carry with 2 touchdowns. So I thought they ran the ball really well in the second half. But the defense just couldn't get the stop when they needed. DeAndre Johnson, 4 catches, 59 yards. Cook, 4 catches, 23 yards. And Padaway, 2 catches, 12 yards. They had 5 sacks defensively, had 13 TFLs. Kennesaw State had 2 sacks, 8 TFLs. Yeah, Kennesaw State 10-3, Jacksonville State 8-5. Their records. Let's go over the team stats here because they don't have it on Google, so I legit have to look at still here on the ESPN app or the scoreboard, college football scoreboard. 23 first downs for Kennesaw State, 6 of 14 on third down, 2 of 3 on fourth down, 318 total yards, 246 passing, 72 rushing, 4 penalties, 1 turnover, 1 fumble, 31 missed time possession. Jacksonville State, 19 first downs, 3 of 11 on third down, 2 of 4 on fourth down, 306 total yards, 96 passing, 210 rushing, 7 penalties for 72 yards. Penalties hurt them. They also had 1 turnover. So each team with 1 turnover, 20 missed time possession. What a fourth quarter this was. So that's really all I got to say for this game, man. 19-15, Kennesaw State wins a thriller in the fourth quarter. So yeah, that's all to say. Look like I'm for more. Peace.